Okay, so this is going to get quite controversial very, very quickly. Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and this video, we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077. Again, a very controversial topic, if the game should have been delayed. Now, I can tell you from experience making Cyberpunk videos over not just the past couple weeks, I've obviously made it for several months, but especially as we've gotten closer and now that we're here, there's a big divide on the internet. These videos, even that I make, that I think I'm pretty darn fair in, are not the most likable. They tend to get more dislikes than most. I've seen this. This has happened for other games as well, more polarizing games. I couldn't make a Last of Us Part 2 video without one side being angry and without getting a bunch of dislikes. I know that's more a personal thing. It's maybe not what you guys came for, but it's something I think that's important to note because you do have people on both sides, and that's kind of the point of this video, right? Because I think there's going to be people very adamant that this game should or should not have been delayed. I can tell you at the time I'm recording this, I haven't played it, so I do want to make that very transparent. I'm waiting for it to. I got the physical. It was cheaper. Christmas time, trying to save money. But I'm going to be playing it throughout this day. That you guys, by the time you guys see this video, I'll have played it. Bottom line, right? But no, honestly, I've seen a lot of these things around the internet. I'm sure you guys have too. And I just think it's very hard for me to say that this game shouldn't have been delayed further. You know what I mean? Now, I'm a massive fan. Okay, I've been anticipating this game for years. I haven't been like the most diehard, to be honest with you guys. I mean, my anticipation for it has definitely exponentially raised like this year, but even last year, kind of excited, year before. I mean, I knew the game was coming out. I saw, the 2013 trailer, right, that everybody on planet Earth saw. I mean, I was excited for it, but it wasn't like the number one most anticipated thing of all time. And I know it is to some people, okay, to some people. But I do stand on like I'm on the hype train. I'm excited for this game. And again, when I'm recording this, I haven't played it yet. I still am like very, very excited, even with all this craziness that's happened with this game. But again, I think it's very, very hard to say this game shouldn't have been delayed. You see it across the board. And I've seen, right before I recorded this video, I saw a tweet that said, this is one of those games that we haven't seen in forever, because it's one of those games that's just a day and night in terms of PC, like playing it on PC or playing it on consoles, and not just even playing it on PC, playing it on the more high-end PCs. And there is such a difference there that it is insane. And I thought that kind of summed it up well. And, the person then said, like, it happened more in, like, the PS3, Xbox 360 era. Remember when some games would look, like, amazing on PC, but they would look like complete trash on consoles? And, well, I guess also for transparency, I'm a console guy. So I'm getting this game disc on PS4, but I have a PS5. So I'm going to be inserting it straight into the PS5, playing it there. Hopefully, it doesn't crash on me, because there's a lot of reports out there that it crashes quite often for PS5 players. So, I mean, those are just the things. I think the biggest thing with this game that we've seen over the past couple of days that all of these sites have said is the bugs, glitches, crashes, they're terrible. I mean, it's really bad. And, we've had this debate before with the reviews where it's like, do you mark it down because of that? Do you not? Are people mad if they do or they don't, right? That's personal opinion, but we've seen that. And, another thing is all these reviews, the reviews that came out over the last couple of days, they were only allowed to play this game on PC. Nobody was allowed to play this game on console, and that's terrifying. No person that reviewed this game got to play it on a console. So last night, or 2 nights ago, right? This is a Friday morning for you guys. Wednesday night, when everybody is getting to play this game, that's the first time anybody has ever played the game on console, right? Besides CD Projekt Red. And that is scary. And yeah, I mean, come on. The bugs, trees being in buildings. If you guys saw like that mini tree picture, I think Jason Schreier posted or somebody else posted it. But there's that. There's the crashes. There's the game dropping below 720p and dropping to 20 frames per second or even less. I mean, there's some times that this game struggles big time, to put it, I don't know, the nicest way humanly possible. So this is not a bagging on Cyberpunk, because again, like, I know maybe people want me to do that, or there's people that will dislike the video unless I'm hating it, but people will also dislike the video unless I'm talking about it in a positive way. So there's no way I'm winning this. I can't win this. I can only be honest with you guys and transparent, right? To me, I'm still excited Maybe if the game crashes on me like 5 times in the first hour, then I'll be a bit more angry at it, right? I can reflect that in future videos. But as of now, I'm excited. But yeah, I really think this game probably should have been pushed. I really do. It's odd because, they talked about back a few months ago when they delayed this thing again, right, to December, and they said, like, it's all about that day one patch now. We're just going to be focusing on the day one patch. And it's just scary that you need that day one patch, because if you don't do the day one patch, well, the game actually isn't playable. You need to do the day one patch. And without it, the game literally is a broken disaster. There is no game. And it's like, well, could you have given yourself like another 2 to 4 months? Like, I get it. I mean, this has been a game that's been, anticipated for so long. I get the desire to get it out. I get CD Projekt Red wanting to get it out. Also, there is value to getting it out before Christmas, right? Because people are still doing Christmas shopping. You see the pre-orders, right? 8 million pre-orders for this game. So, I mean, the game is doing well. It'll probably sell anywhere between like 12 and 15 million units, which is insane. Okay, and it'll probably do more than that over time, right? I think this is a game that will kind of maybe flourish over time, maybe because people will just get it when it's not broken. Now, again, I'm not saying that the game, the day one patch I have heard has fixed things. Obviously, the game I think does run decently well on like higher end PCs, but it's like, I don't know. This is an issue. You can't really have a game that comes out that does this kind of stuff, and it's not fair to not criticize CD Projekt Red for it. Okay, I get that's the other kind of sensitive subject, is like if you attack CD Projekt Red, that's like evil. Again, I'm on their camp. I've loved what they've done, actually, and I respect them. And I respect their stand against these savior journalist types, right, that think they're better than everybody and like always go after things. CD Projekt Red has kind of stood up to them in ways that a lot of gaming developers don't, and I respect the heck out of that. So there's a lot of things that I'll never not like about them, okay? But I mean, at the end of the day, this is not right. If Ubisoft did this, right, if an Assassin's Creed game came out like this, which, by the way, they have, people would destroy it. Days Gone came out like a broken mess, and people destroyed it. And, rightfully or wrongfully so, depending on what you think, right? It's the same thing here. This game is one of the worst examples. I really do think that. This game has a lot of issues. I played Fallout 76 on day one, and I bought that game on purpose because I knew it was going to be just a pure garbage fire of a game. And it was. It did not let me down whatsoever. It was I would say, one, it was one of the least fun games or least anything game I've ever played in my life. But secondly, it was also a broken disaster. And I didn't expect that with Cyberpunk. I mean, I honestly did think like the day one patch would be okay, but I'm still seeing stuff. And the fact of it is, if you need a patch to stop your game from crashing PlayStations or running below 20 frames per second, okay? If you need a patch for that, your game was not ready. It just wasn't. That's the bottom line. I really don't think there's anybody that can, again, even if you're a diehard fan, I have nothing against you. In fact, I hope I'm playing this game, and I hope that I'm loving this game. And you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. So I'm not against it. But I'm saying, if your game struggles that hard without a patch, imagine if this was 10 years ago. If it was that bad without a patch, then don't make the game, or don't make the game, but don't have it come out so early, okay? So, yeah, I think the game could have done with a couple extra months of delays. I know that would make some people really, really happy. It would maybe make some people stroke their ego a bit too hard, but also make some people very, very disappointed. And I get all sides. I really do, because I see why you should delay it, but I also understand people want it. I also understand they want it to come out. So I get both sides of it, but I do think if you delayed this game another 2-3 months, you'd have it come out. It would come out probably in pretty good conditions. Because the issue, final thing I'll say, and then I'll end it. Because the issue is, it doesn't go away right away. That's the biggest thing. Is, the day one patch fixes most of the things, but then other things start popping up. And, games that are big, by the way, like this, they tend to run poorly the more you play it. It's a common thing. The Fallout games, Elder Scrolls games, actually, I think it's a thing. Like, once you hit a certain hour threshold in the game starts running worse, literally just because. Assassin's Creed, I've even noticed that with my wife. My wife has played 55, almost 60 hours of Assassin's Creed. The game obviously still looks good, stuff like that, but, like, the more she plays, the more I'm noticing kind of clips, like clip-ins, the more I'm noticing textures having problems, the more I'm noticing just things that are wrong, and it didn't really happen a few weeks ago, okay? And it does. I personally don't think it has anything to do with patches. It's just because she's played the game for almost 60 hours that happens. So the main point is Cyberpunk is starting like this. This is the starting point. I wouldn't say it only gets worse from here for every game, but an open world game like Cyberpunk is going to experience even more problems the more you play it. And so this is just the beginning. In a week from now, people are going to find things that I would assume aren't even found right now. And that's also going to be an issue, okay? So again, you delay it 2, 3, 4 months. Maybe you can solve the day one problems, and then you only have the smaller ones as you go through. It doesn't look as bad, okay? Ultimately, though, doesn't matter because, again, you sell 10 million units, say, first couple days, first 2 days, you sell 10 million copies. I don't really think you're going to be disappointed about that. You know what I mean? So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think? Do you think Cyberpunk should have been delayed? What side do you stand on? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And I do a brand new video every single day on this channel. And so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.